The most insane military deceptions of World War II. What if I told you that one of the biggest battles of World War II was won with an army that didn't exist? Before D-Day, the Allies convinced the Nazis that a massive invasion was coming, just not where they thought. Thousands of fake tanks, inflatable planes, and radio chatter fooled Hitler's forces completely. But that was just one of many mind-blowing deceptions that helped turn the tide of the war. War isn't just fought on the battlefield. It's fought in the mind of the enemy. Throughout World War II, deception played a critical role in misleading opponents, turning battles, and saving countless lives. While we often hear about tanks, bombs, and firepower, some of the most pivotal moments in the war came down to who could outthink the enemy. From faking entire armies to using corpses to feed false intelligence, the strategies used in World War II sound like something out of a spy thriller. But they were real, and they worked. Today, we're diving into the most insane military deceptions of World War II. The elaborate ruses, the psychological warfare, and the brilliant tactics that helped win the war. For military leaders in World War II, one of the biggest challenges wasn't just overpowering the enemy. It was outmaneuvering them strategically. Battles were won not just with superior firepower, but with superior intelligence. And sometimes, the best way to win was to make the enemy believe a completely false reality. Misinformation became a weapon of war. The Allies needed to keep the Axis guessing about invasion locations, troop movements, and military capabilities. If they could convince Hitler and his generals to make the wrong move, they could gain a massive advantage. But deception was a delicate game. It required flawless execution, secrecy, and layers of misdirection to ensure that false information wasn't just planted, but believed. And when it worked, the results were extraordinary. One of the most famous examples of deception was Operation Bodyguard, a series of coordinated fake operations designed to mislead the Germans about the timing and location of the D-Day invasion. The most elaborate part of this plan was Operation Fortitude, in which the Allies convinced Hitler that the real invasion would take place in Pas-de-Calais, far from Normandy. How did they pull this off? By creating a fake army. The first U.S. Army group, led by none other than General George S. Patton, was entirely fabricated. Inflatable tanks, wooden aircraft, and fake radio transmissions all made it look like a massive invasion force was gathering. Meanwhile, real Allied forces quietly prepared for the actual invasion at Normandy. Then there was Operation Mincemeat, one of the strangest and most successful deception operations of the war. The British intelligence service took the corpse of an unknown man, dressed him as a Royal Marine officer, and planted fake documents on him suggesting the Allies were planning to invade Greece instead of Sicily. The body was dumped off the coast of Spain, where German agents found it. The deception worked. Hitler diverted troops to Greece, leaving Sicily vulnerable. And let's not forget Operation Bertram, which played a crucial role in the North African campaign. The British tricked the German General Erwin Rommel by disguising tanks as supply trucks and using wooden cutouts to make harmless trucks look like tanks. When the battle finally began, Rommel's forces were completely caught off guard. The most dramatic and game-changing moment of deception came with Operation Fortitude and the D-Day invasion. Because the Nazis believed the real invasion was coming to Pas-de-Calais, they stationed their strongest forces there, leaving Normandy less defended. Even after the invasion began, Hitler was so convinced it was a distraction that he refused to move reinforcements for 7 whole weeks. This hesitation was critical. It allowed the Allies to establish a foothold in France, paving the way for the liberation of Western Europe. Had Hitler recognized the deception sooner, D-Day could have been a much bloodier and riskier battle. The military deceptions of World War II were some of the most ingenious strategies ever used in warfare. They weren't just tricks, they were carefully crafted illusions that changed the course of history. From fake armies to misleading intelligence, these psychological tactics helped secure victory without firing a single shot. But these operations also reveal something deeper, that warfare isn't just about brute force. It's about strategy, creativity, and the ability to control what the enemy thinks they know. The mind, as it turns out, is one of the most powerful weapons of all. Which of these military deceptions do you think was the most brilliant? Do you know of any other insane war tactics? Let us know in the comments. And if you love exploring the hidden stories of history, check out our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep uncovering the past with us. Thank you for watching.